Is humanity prepared for contact with extraterrestrial intelligence? John Gertz doesn't think so. He's a prominent figure in the search for extraterrestrial intelligence, and in his new book, he argues that actually we have done little to prepare for such contact. Gertz warns that a sudden extraterrestrial message could trigger international rivalry, and he's drafted a treaty calling for global cooperation before the first signal ever arrives.
Now, in your book, you talk about what would first contact look like with the extraterrestrials and how that could go wrong. Can you tell us about that part of your book?
Okay, well, it can go very wrong in many different ways. We have done absolutely no planning and no international planning. So we must do international planning. And for that purpose, in my book... you
have a treaty.
Right. I wrote a first draft treaty.
Yes.
Maybe it's a last draft treaty, but it's a treaty that the international community has to take seriously. Let me give you a couple of contingencies that really need to be thought out now in advance of contact. Let's say that I am correct and that there are probes right now in our own solar system surveilling us, and finally they agree to open up, they decide to make contact with us. And they transmit a message down to us in Chinese or in English or in both, and the message is, we've been looking at you and we think that we're now ready to welcome you into the Galactic Club. We're going to start by giving you a cornucopia of high-tech knowledge and science that is really going to advance your civilization by light years. And they say, listen, it's here on our version of a hard drive. It's right here in my cargo bay. Come up and get it.
Who would get it?
Who will get it?
And how would they use
exactly. It? Who will get it? Okay, so the Chinese and the Americans both send up spacecraft as fast as possible. Elon Musk, maybe on his own dime, sends up another one. Let's say the Americans get there first and get the hard drive and they bring it back. Are the Chinese incentivized to shoot that down? You know, lest America get all this wealth of technology to China's disadvantage, or vice versa. All right, let me give you another hypothetical. Let's say I'm wrong, and that ET does send messages from its own home planet, and we do receive a message, and the message is words to the effect of, hi, we're here, are you there? Is anybody home over there on planet Earth? We don't know if anybody's there, but if you're there, we're interested in a conversation. Okay? We want to friend you. Okay? What do? Do we respond? This is not a trivial question. Okay? This is not a trivial question. It could be like a bat echolocating its prey. We could really put ourselves at mortal risk if we respond. Yes. Alternatively, if we don't respond, we lose a wealth of wisdom and knowledge. What do? And who gets to decide? Okay, well, it seems to me that the only way to decide is to study the question, bring our greatest experts together, study the issue, bring together experts in law and diplomacy and military affairs and cryptology and linguistics and behavioral biology and evolutionary biology and economics and on and on and on. And to study it and the issue for 5 years, 10 years, it takes a long time, and then issue a report and get to the UN Security Council, and then is it the UN Security Council which gets to decide whether to respond? Is it the General Assembly? Is it 3/4 of the General Assembly? Is it 2/3? Who knows? It's never been thought of. In the meantime, years have passed. Okay, not to mention the fact that in the meantime, Kim Jong-un or whoever wants to could be sending off messages. Our only reasonable thing to do is to decide today, now, before it happens, whether we're going to respond to that message and what we're going to be saying. And if the answer is yes, we are going to respond, and we have prepared a message, then the instant we get some message, we hit the send button. Okay, so it's basically instantaneous because the decision's already been made.